Shalom, Israel. It's Chef.R.Sullivan. Here with Baidama.
Shalom. My name is YAHAWAH, Israel.
Yeah. And today we're going to bring forth the story of the sons of Jacob in the city of Shechem. And we're going to bring out the story out the book of Jasher. And we're going to also come out the Torah with the same story. But with this book of Jasher, we're going to go into a little bit more detail. And we're going to go, the story is a little bit longer than what Genesis actually tells us. But we're going to first come out the Torah with it, and then we're going to come out Jasher. So give me 1 second. All right. So we at Genesis 34. We're going to start at verse 1. You ready, Op? Mm-hmm. All right. Chapter 34, verse 1. Now Dinah, the daughter of Leah, whom she had borne to Jacob, went out to look over the daughters of the land. Shechem, son of Hamor, the Hivite, the prince of the region, saw her, and he took her, lay with her, and violated her. He became deeply attached to Dinah, daughter of Jacob. He loved the maiden and appealed to the maiden's emotion. So Shechem spoke to Hamor, his father, saying, "Take me this girl for a wife." Now Jacob heard that he had defiled his daughter Dinah, while his sons were with him, his cattle, while his sons were with his cattle in the field. So Jacob kept silent until their arrival. Verse 6. Hamor, Shechem's father, went out to Jacob to speak with him. Jacob's sons arrived from the field. When they heard, the men were distressed, and they were filled deeply with indignation, for he had committed an outrage in Israel by laying with the daughter of Jacob. Such a thing may not be done. Right? We're going to go to Genesis verse 13. Verse 13 is 34. Chapter 34 is still verse 13. Check this out. You got it out.
And the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father deceitfully, and said, because he had defiled Dinah their sister. And they said unto them, we cannot do this thing, to give our sister to the one that is uncircumcised, for that were a reproach unto us. But in this we will consent unto you, if you will be as we be, that every male of you be circumcised. Then we will give our daughters unto you, and we will take your daughters to us, and we will dwell with you, and we will become one people.
See that? So, you know what I'm saying? The sons of Israel told Shechem and Hamor, if they become circumcised, you know what I'm saying, then they could take Dinah as their wife, and they would take their daughters as their wives, right?
But if you would not harden unto us to be circumcised, then we will take our daughters and we will be gone.
Right. So if they don't circumcise, then they say they're going to take Dinah and they're going to leave. You know what I'm saying? But now we're going to go to, we still in 34. We're going to read 25 through 27. Check this out. You there? Mm-hmm. Say, it came to pass on the third day, when they were in pain, that two of Jacob's sons, see there? So Shechem and Hamor and the people of the city of Shechem, they circumcised because they wanted to marry Dinah. So they showing that, so far they showing that they agreed to the terms that Jacob and Jacob's sons told them, they circumcised. So verse 25 is showing them in their pain. Right? So he said, and it came to pass on the third day, when they were in pain, that two of Jacob's sons, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brothers each took his sword, and they came upon the city confidently and killed every male. 26. And Hamor and Shechem, his son, they killed at the point of sword. And they took Dinah from Shechem's house and left. 27. The sons of Jacob came upon the slain, and they plundered the city, which had defiled their sister, their cattle, their flocks, their donkeys, whatever was in the town, and whatever was in the field, they took. All their wealth, all their children and wives, they took captive, and they plundered, as well as everything in the house. See that?
Mm-hmm.
So it's showing that the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi, they killed everyone in that city. You know what I'm saying? And they took all the women and the kids, and they plundered them, Let's see. Now, I just wanted to bring that part out, out the book of Jasher. I'm going to bring it out the book of Jasher also. But we see, that Dinah, she just went to the dance. She went to a festival. And Shechem, he seen her. He seized her and took her home and laid with her, defiled her. Which was also defiling the Torah. You know what I'm saying?
We're not supposed to force ourselves on no woman like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, you know what I'm saying? So
you can find that in Levi.
So it was righteous. You know what I'm saying? It was righteous because, the sons of Jacob, all they was doing, was protecting the laws of the Torah in reality when you go through the story. But we're going to go to the book of Jasher, and it's chapter 33, and we're going to do verse 5. I got it showing right here. I say, it's the book of Jasher 33 and 5. Because I'm not, we're not finna go over every verse for verse. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna run through it real quick because it's kind of a long story. You know what I'm saying? You ready? All right. We're at 33, verse 5 say, and at that time, some of the women of the inhabitants of the land went to the city of Shechem to dance and rejoice with the daughters of the people of the city. And when they went forth, then Rachel and Leah, the wives of Jacob, with their families also went to behold the rejoicing of the daughters of the city. See? So it's showing that Jacob, Rebecca, Leah, you know what I'm saying? They all went to watch the people of the city dance. The people of Shechem, they was rejoicing. You know what I'm saying? The daughters of the people of the city.
That's in verse...
that's verse 5.
No, that's like on chapter 34, verse 1. And Leah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the lamb. Like how you just said in Jasher.
Yeah. That's why we went through that first in Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To show how it matches up like perfectly. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But then we're going to jump a little bit. Well, that was 33 and 5, right? Check this. We're going to go to 6. 33, and we still the same place. And Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, also went along with them and saw the daughters of the city. And they remained there before these daughters, whilst all the people of the city were standing by them to behold their rejoicing. And all the great people of the city was there. See? So Dinah went with Jacob and Leah and Rebecca to watch the daughters of the city rejoice. Right? So here we go, verse 7. No, I'm going to skip to verse 8. Verse 8. Check it out. And Shechem beheld Dinah. See, Shechem seen Dinah. And the daughter, Shechem beheld Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, sitting with her mother before the daughters of the city. And the damsel pleased him greatly, and he there asked his friends and his people, saying, whose daughter is this sitting amongst the people, whom I do not know in this city? See? So Shechem seen Dinah. Know what I'm saying? He thought she was cute. Know what I'm saying? And he asked of her to his friends. Know what I'm saying? We're going to jump down, know what I'm saying, to verse 10. He say, and Shechem beheld Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, and when he looked at her, his soul became fixed on Dinah. So he was staring at her. He fell in love with her. You know what I'm saying? Verse 11, he say, and he sent and had her taken by force. See there? So it wasn't a willing thing. He took her by force. He seized her. And Dinah came to the house of Shechem, and he seized her forcibly and lay with her and humbled her. See? So he forced himself upon her, laid with her, humbled her, and he loved her exceedingly and placed her in his house. So he kept her. He done stole her, kidnapped her, put her in the crib. Know what I'm saying? Check this out. We're going to jump down. Jasher chapter 33, verse 20. We're going to read through 21. Check this out. And the men were very much grieved concerning their sister. So the sons of Jacob were very much grieved concerning their sister. And they all came home fired with anger. Don't that sound like Israelites? Don't that sound like how we are today? We be fired with anger, right? Before the time of gathering in their cattle. So the men of it, the Israelites, the sons of Jacob, the men were very much grieved concerning their sister Dinah. And they all came home fired with anger before the time of gathering in their cattle. 21. And they came and sat before their father, and they spoke unto him, kindled with wrath, saying, surely death is due to this man and his household, because YAHAWAH Elohim of the earth commanded Noah and his children that no man should rob nor commit adultery. Now, behold, Shechem hath both ravaged and committed fornication with our sister, and not one of our people of the city spoke a word to him. See? So that sound like our people today, how we get so angry. You see? So we get fired up. You know what I'm saying? Because of wickedness. We get fired up. But we're going to keep it going. We're going to go to 22. Check it out. Say, surely thou knowest and understand that the judgment of death is due to Shechem and his father and the whole city on the account of this thing which he had done. See? Because what the Most High say, you know what I'm saying? When we go into a new place, we destroy their gods. We tear them down. We destroy their idols. You know what I'm saying? And we, you know what I'm saying? And we will kill everybody in the land. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how he had us doing things when we went into a new place. You know what I'm saying? Because they was worshiping the gods of Baal. You know what I'm saying? They was worshiping false idols. So he had us going in, you know what I'm saying, taking over. He promised us, and he was, you know what I'm saying, fulfilling. But because he say, because YAHAWAH, God of the whole earth, commanded Noah and his children that no man should rob nor commit adultery. Now Shechem has both ravaged and committed fornication with our sister, and not one of the people of the city spoke a word to him. You know what I'm saying? So this is why they saying that he deserved death. Because, you know what I'm saying, the Most High commanded Noah and his children, no man should rob nor commit adultery. See that? So that's why they did that. You know what I'm saying?
They knew the Torah even then.
They knew the Torah in your heart and in your mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why he say meditate on the Torah day and night. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be in your heart and your mind.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Quick question, real quick. When the Israelites, Moses was in Egypt, the Most High hasn't been like he hadn't delivered them yet. They were dwelling there for like 400 years. So basically, the thought of Torah was basically in their mind. So they had to basically relearn it with the Ten Commandments or something like that. Like with the basic laws, the 10 laws, then the laws of
remember, they with Israel, man, like remember when we left, like before Egypt, right? Before Egypt, the Most High dealt with Noah. But the rest of the people of the land didn't know God, remember? Mm-hmm. Know what I'm saying? Only Noah and his seed. Know what I'm saying? And that's because everybody was full of wickedness. Remember in the Torah say the world began to be wicked and the Most High hated or he regretted that he made man. Remember that? Because man was wicked. You know what I'm saying? And then, remember Seth's story say, when Seth was born, men had started to pray to God again. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's like we was recognizing God at a certain time, and then we stopped. You know what I'm saying? And when we stopped, like after Joseph, you know what I'm saying? Because when Joseph was in Egypt as king, because that's the time you talk about when Joseph was there. You talking about after his death. You know what I'm saying? Well, after Joseph, the king didn't know of Joseph or our God. Because remember in Egypt, they didn't know our God. You know what I'm saying? They served all these other gods. But Joseph's God, they didn't know, remember? They didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's why Joseph became so successful. Because the Most High YAHAWAH made him successful. The God they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Because Pharaoh was like, man, what man as wise as him? Remember? Because when he was in the lion's den, you know what I'm saying? They was trying to find a magician and all kind of soothsayers to translate Pharaoh's dream. And Joseph said, my God is the one who is the creator of dreams. Right. And he could reveal the dream. You know what I'm saying? That's what he told Pharaoh. And then he revealed the dream to Pharaoh that the Most High revealed to him. And you notice he never took the credit. He always gave it to the Most High. Right. Do we do that today? No. Or do we take the credit? Right. See what I'm saying?
Maybe on them say something like thank God.
See what I'm saying? That's pride, though. That's pride. That's why we gotta let that pride go. You know what I'm saying? Because remember Joseph, he ain't take the credit. You know what I'm saying? Yet the Most High made him great. You know why? Because he gave it all to him. In his captivity, he gave it to him. And when he came out, you know what I'm saying? And even through it. You know what I'm saying? For real. So that's all it is, man. Like we'll start. Our people will be serving Yah, then we'll backslide bad. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll forget it. Forget it.
We hurting ourselves though, low key.
Yeah, we hurting ourselves when we do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why this time supposed to be so great, because after this time, man ain't gonna do that no more. Because you know what I'm saying? We not them same people no more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a change. But where we at? Where's that? We're 22, so we're gonna go to 24, right? Where's at 22? When the sons of Jacob were saying death is due to Shechem and the city of Shechem, right? So we're gonna go to 24, right?
He took this the sister, you know what I'm saying, and the brothers found out.
Yeah. Now we're at chapter 33, verse 24. He say, and Hamor spoke to them, saying, the soul of Shechem longeth for your daughter. I pray you give her unto him for a wife, and intermarry with us, as intermarry with us. Give us your daughter, and we will give you our daughters, and you shall dwell with us in our land, and we shall be as one people in the land.
Yeah, real quick, reaction real quick.
Yeah.
Just bringing this out. All right. Fact. Back in the day, the white man been raping the sisters for the longest of time, right?
Yes.
So let's say one of these people rape, what they've been doing, rape one of our daughters and say, let me have your daughter for a wife, blah, blah, I love her so much, we do our bam. Same thing with these black and white couples, okay? On their side, they rape our people of everything. And basically, we say to our minds and
now we intermarry with them.
Right. To be one people. Like today and shit.
Right. And that's bull crap, because the Most High kept had us as a separate people. You know what I'm saying? Because we not one people. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? As you can clearly see in the story. You know what I'm saying? We're different people. You know what I'm saying? Because they wanted to be as one people. You know what I'm saying? And I bet you they was the same color as us.
Didn't matter. They ain't have our spirit, our likeness. And
right.
everything.
But you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's say if we did do some shit like that. Over a while, our customs and shit like that be kind of mixed. Our culture be kind of mixed. And you got their shit, our shit. No. Our shit will be separated.
Yeah. 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 That's crazy, man. But yeah, they wanted to be one with us. You know what I'm saying? But all it is because they done defiled Dinah now. So y'all done did a wicked act, and now y'all want us to, you know what I'm saying?
Lie down with y'all and like evil.
That's the
shit.
Yeah, it's craziness. You know what I'm saying? Just like America, man.
You see Levi and his brother wasn't going on.
Right, they wanted to intermarry, but we gonna jump down to 34, verse 34. He say, and when they had gone, so what is his name? Hamar and Shechem had left from the sons of Jacob. They say, and when they had gone, the sons of Jacob said to their father, saying, behold, we know that death is due to these wicked ones and their city, because they transgressed which God had commanded Noah and his children and his seed after them. See, this the second time they done said that now. See that? Mm-hmm. So they steady going back to the command. You know what I'm saying? To the Torah. This the reason why. Because God said. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying?
That was basically protecting the rights.
You know what I'm saying? Check this out. We're going to read 36 through 38. You ready? Mm-hmm. 36. Now therefore, know we see what you will do, and seek counsel and pretext what is to be done to them, in order to kill the inhabitants of the city. So Levi and Simeon and the sons of Jacob, they trying to they in counsel amongst each other to seek a pretext, you know what I'm saying, in order to kill the inhabitants of the city of Shechem. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we gonna jump down, where we at? 37. And Simeon said to them, here's the proper advice for you. I tell them to circumcise every male amongst them as we are circumcised. And if they do not wish to do this, we shall take our daughter from them and go away. And if they consent to do this and will do it, then when they are sunk down with pain, we will attack them with our swords as upon one who is quiet and peaceable. And we will slay every male person amongst them. See? Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? They sought that as a pretext. It ain't something that just happened. You know what I'm saying? They thought about it, planned it out, and set it up. You know what I'm saying?
These brothers were smart, though.
Exactly.
It was only two. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
That's
30.
how powerful Yahawah is, though.
Man, 38. You know what I'm saying? He say, I'm sorry, we in verse 50. We skipping down 33 in verse 50. He say, we're going to go through 52. He said, and when all the men of the city heard the words of Shechem and his father Hamor, then the men of the city were agreeable to this proposal, and they obeyed to be circumcised, for Shechem and his father were greatly esteemed by them, being the princes of the land. So, you know what I'm saying? The people of the land pretty much looked up to Shechem and his father. You know what I'm saying? And they agreed to circumcise. You know what I'm saying? And to marry with the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? 51. And on the next day, Shechem and Hamor, his father, rose up early in the morning, and they assembled all the men in the city, into the middle of the city. And they called for the sons of Jacob, who circumcised every male belonging to them on that day and the next. So they called the sons of Jacob to come circumcise them. You know what I'm saying? 52. Yeah. And they circumcised Shechem and Hamor. Hamor, his father, and the 5 brothers of Shechem. And everyone rose up and went home. For this thing was from YAHAWAH against the city of Shechem. See? So this thing is from YAHAWAH against the city of Shechem. And from YAHAWAH was Simeon counsel in this manner. See there? So who put the thought there?
The Most High.
YAHAWAH. See there?
You about to execute judgment here
right.
shortly, though.
Say, in order that YAHAWAH might deliver the city of Shechem into the hands of Jacob's 2 sons. See? So YAHAWAH is who really set all this up. He put that thought in their mind. You know what I'm saying? Remember they took counsel to seek a pretext in order to figure out what to do against Shechem, the city of Shechem, and his father, and you know, and the Most High put that counsel there. He put that thought in their minds. We're gonna go. What's that? 52. I gotta get the 50. 34. 23. jasher33, 23. You ready? He said, and Simeon and Levi swore and said, as Yah liveth, and Elohim of the whole earth, by this time tomorrow there shall not be a raiment left in the whole city. See there? So Simeon and Levi swore and said, as YAHAWAH liveth, the Elohim of the whole earth, by this time tomorrow there shall not be a raiment left in the whole city. So they say they're going to slay the whole city by this time tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Verse 24, he say, and 20 young men had concealed themselves who were not circumcised. See? So 20 men of the city of Shechem was not circumcised. You know what I'm saying? And these young men fought against Simeon and Levi. And Simeon and Levi killed 18 of them. And 2 of them fled and escaped to some lime pits. And they were in the city. Escaped to some lime pits that were in the city. And Simeon and Levi sought for them, but could not find them. So 2 of the men got away. You know what I'm saying?
Scared.
2 of them got away. You know what I'm saying? Verse 25. He said, and Simeon and Levi continued to go about in the city. And they killed all the people of the city at the edge of the sword. And they left none remaining. 26. And there was a great consternation in the midst of the city. And the cry of the people of the city ascended to heaven. And all the women and the children cried aloud. 27. And Simeon and Levi slew the whole city. And they left none, and they left not a male remaining in the whole city. 28. And they slew Hamor and Shechem and his son at the edge of the sword. And they brought away Dinah from the house of Shechem and they went from there. See? So they slayed the whole city, you know what I'm saying, Shechem and his father, and they brought Dinah back home, and they left Shechem. Right? Now check this out. We're going to go to 34, and we're going to read, we're in 34 actually, and we're going to read 43 and 44. Check this out. Actually, I'm going to start at 42 through 44. Back. 42, he said, and Jasher wondered at this. See? Because remember them two men that got away? See, because I skipped some of it. But in the parts that I skipped, it showed that the two men that got away, well, they went into another city. And they went to this king, Jasher, right? And they told this king, Jasher, of the things that the sons of Israel did to the city of Shechem. All right? So we're going to start at what? 42. And Jasher wondered at this, right? Because he was like, how could two men kill the whole city? You know what I mean? He wondered at it. See, Jasher wondered at the saying, how could two men do this thing and destroy a large city and not one man able to stand against them? See that? So he like, how could two men do this? You know what I'm saying? He like, whoa, for the like has not been from the days of Nimrod. See? So Nimrod, in the days of Nimrod, you know, Nimrod was a mighty hunter. You know what I'm saying? But he was a mighty man of war also. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? That's what, like, he got his power, like, from being at war. You know, he was a mighty man. You know what I'm saying? So they saying, you know what I'm saying, nothing like this has ever happened since from the days of Nimrod. You know what I'm saying? And not even from the remote time, as he said, has the light taken place. You know what I'm saying? So not even from the remotest time has the light taken place. And Jeshurun, king of Tapnach, said to his people, be courageous, and we will go and fight against these Hebrews. See? So who is the sons of Jacob? The Hebrews. Right? So he said, we'll go out and fight against these Hebrews and do unto them as they did unto the city, and we will avenge the cause of the people of the city. Right? All right, well, 44. He said, and Jeshurun, king of Tapnach, consulted with his counselors about this matter. Shalak. Say, and Jeshurun, the king of Tapnach, consulted with his counselors about this matter. And his advisor said unto him, alone thou wilt not prevail over the Hebrews, for they must be powerful to do this work to the whole city. If two of them lay waste the whole city, and no one stood against them, surely if thou wilt go against them, they will rise against us and destroy us likewise.
Just like,
see that?
Same like they did to the city, basically.
All right, but we're going to skip down now. We're going to go to verse 52 and 3. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. Say, and Judah answered his father, saying, was it for not my brother Simeon and Levi killed the inhabitants of Shechem? Say, surely it was because Shechem had humbled our sister and transgressed the commandment of YAHAWAH to Noah and his children. For Shechem took our sister away by force and committed adultery with her. See, so once again, you know what I'm saying, Judah is telling his father, Jacob, you know what I'm saying, why they did the acts that they did against Shechem and his father in the city. You know what I'm saying? We're saying, you know what I'm saying, they protecting the Torah pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Jacob, he was like, we was pretty much wasn't fighting. We was in safety, you know what I'm saying? And now everybody gonna be coming against me because of the acts that y'all committed. You know what I'm saying? But they did a wondrous act in the name of the Most High Yahweh. It was a beautiful thing, for real, because they only was protecting what was right. So their father actually was off at that time to me. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go to what? 55. Check this out. It says, surely our God who delivered into the hand of the surely our God who delivered into their hand the city of Shechem and its people will also deliver into our hands all the Canaanite kings who are coming against us, and we will do unto them as my brothers did unto Shechem. See that? So, you know what I'm saying? He's saying that even though the Canaanite kings are coming against them, you know what I'm saying? Because they was, you know what I'm saying, obeying the command of God, that God, Yahawah, would deliver them and deliver the people of Shechem or the Canaanite kings. He's going to deliver them into the hands of the Israelites. See there? So as long as you believe in your God, you know what I'm saying, and you actually putting forth work, he going to work back for you. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Through
the laws and the commandments of the Most High's house, all things can be done, all things are possible. But we don't know that. We forgot that. And then at the same time as when we do know, we walk away from that, which I still...
We got to hold tight to faith, you know what I'm saying, and believe. You know what I'm saying? And we can't let nothing steer our faith away from the Most High Yahawah, because that's why we got to foundate ourselves in it. You know what I'm saying? We got to have a strong foundation in Yah's Torah and His Word. But let's keep it going. We're going to go to 64, and we're reading through 66. You ready? Check this out. Pray, we beseech thee, for us unto Yahawah our Elohim to protect us from the hands of the Canaanites who are coming against us, and to deliver them into our hands. See there? So what he say? He was talking to Jacob, his dad. You know what I'm saying? He said, pray. See that? So he would say, pray that Yahawah Elohim will protect us, see, and deliver them into our hands. Because the Canaanites, remember, what was his name? His name is, what was his name? Jerub. You know, remember they couldn't, he said, when they took counsel, the counselor said that, he said, they surely slay us just like they did the city of Shechem. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? They got all the Canaanite kings from around them to come up against Israel now. You know what I'm saying? So, he's saying, pray to Yah. Because, you know, it's what, 12 sons, right? And then actually it's only 11 because Benjamin too little. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 11 sons. You know what I'm saying? And they, I don't even want to call them slaves. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't treat them like slaves, even though they slaves to us. They like our strangers, or whatever you want to call it. The ones that,
I know what you mean, because when Abraham had grabbed Lot, he had his servants with him, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And everything he did, like with customized, because he was circumcised, and everybody else around him had to be circumcised.
Right.
And follow him wherever he went.
Right.
And even, I think, in Leviticus, it says, you're not supposed to mistreat your, as they say, slaves.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you're supposed to let them go free. Or you're supposed to work for you for 6 years. In the 7th year, you're supposed to go free. But you choose to stay, you can stay with you for however long and shit.
Yeah. But you're supposed to give them the option to let them go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you notice again though in that verse that what stick out to me is they say pray. You know what I'm saying? That's what 66. 64 say pray and beseech thee for us. See, so to Yahawah our Elohim. So pray to Yahawah for us to protect us from the hands of the Canaanites who are coming against us, and deliver them into our hands. 65. And Isaac the son of Abraham prayed to Yahawah for his sons, and he said, O Yahawah Elohim, thou didst promise my father, saying, I will multiply thy seed as the stars of heaven, and thou didst also promise me and establish thy word. Now that the kings of Canaan are coming together to make war with my children, because they committed no violence. See? So they say they committed no violence. And he say that because what did they keep telling him? You know what I'm saying? We protecting the word. You know what I'm saying? The Most High said, you know what I'm saying, to Noah, you can't do this, that, and the other. But you know what I'm saying? You can't, you know what I'm saying, take nobody girl against their will. You know what I'm saying? You can't commit adultery. You know, these the laws. You know what I'm saying? So they breaking the laws that was given to Abraham.
See, even back
you know what I'm saying?
they were
Noah.
protecting the laws in their household because they went in and grabbed their sister.
Exactly.
So if they would let it happen, then that means they would have been just as wicked.
Right.
You know, so.
Right. Right. That's. I look at today the same way. You know what I'm saying? What kind of man am I if I just let these police just run in my crib and take out my kids? Nigga, I ain't no man. That ain't no man. No, you gonna have to kill this man. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't finna come in my home and take my kids. I don't care if I am in captivity. They mine. They came out my genes. They mine. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I ain't with it. And I don't think the Most High allow it to happen to me. Because you know what I'm saying? I think he take care of his. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? If you his, he gonna take care of you. That's why he say give it all to him. You know what I'm saying? Where we at, where we get to 65, 66. That's where we at. He say, now therefore, Yahawah Elohim, Elohim of the whole earth, pervert, I pray thee, the counsel of the kings, that they may not fight against my sons. You know what I'm saying? So he prayed to the Most High Yahawah, you know what I'm saying, that their counsel will be perverted, so they won't fight against his sons, the sons of Jacob. Right? We're going to skip to chapter 35 now. We have 35, verse 2. You ready? And Yah heard the prayers of Isaac and Jacob, and he filled the hearts of these kings. And he filled the hearts of all these kings' advisors with great fear and terror, and they enormously exclaimed, you know what I'm saying? Exclaimed, yeah. So the Most High Yahawah, he filled their hearts with terror and fear, you know what I'm saying, of the sons of Jacob. I'm skipping now. I'm going to verse 37. And we're going to read 1 and 2. Verse 37. Chapter 37, verse 1. And in the 150th year of the life of Jacob, this is the 9th year of Jacob's dwelling with his children in the land of Canaan, he came to Padan Aram. See? So, verse 2. In those days, Jacob journeyed with his children from Hebron, and they went to return to the city of Shechem, and they and all their belonging to them, and they dwelt there for the children of Jacob obtained good and fat pasture land for the cattle in the city of Shechem. The city of Shechem having been rebuilt, and there were in it about 300 men and women. So the sons of Jacob, they left Shechem, the city of Shechem, and they went and dwelt in the land of Padan Aram, right? And then they left Padan Aram and end up going back to the city of Shechem to dwell, you know what I'm saying, for their flock, their cattle. So we're going to go over to verse 4. Check this out. In verse 4, he said, and all the kings of the Canaanites, the Amorites that surrounded the city of Shechem heard the sons of Jacob had returned, had again come to Shechem and dwelt there. So the Canaanite and the Amorite kings, they heard this. The sons of Jacob came back to dwell in the city of Shechem. Verse 6 and 7. And all the kings of Canaan assembled, and they came together to make war with Jacob and his son. See? So as soon as they get back, now they assembling to make war with them again. You see this? Check this out. Verse 7. And Jeshurun, king of Tanakh, he sent also into the inhabited kings to Elon, king of Gash, and to Ihuri, king of Shiloh, and to Parathon, king of Kaisar, and to Susi, king of Sarton, and to Laban, king of Beth-Horon, and to Shabir, king of Athnema, saying, come up to me and assist me, let us smite Jacob the Hebrew and his sons, and all belonging to him, for they are again come to Shechem to possess it and to slay its inhabitants as before. See? So without even speaking to Jacob and his sons, they made allegations against them.
Speaking falsely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, falsely against them to try to come against them in war. All right. Let's go to verse 12. Check this out. And the sons of Jacob heard this, and their anger was kindled exceedingly at the words of the kings of Canaan. And 10 of the sons of Jacob hasted and rose up, and each of them girded on their weapons of war. And there were about 102 of their servants with them equipped in battle array. See that? So it's how many? 102 servants with them. And then how many of them is it? It's 11 of them.
Damn.
Right? I'm sorry, it's not 11. He said 10 of the sons of Jacob rose up. So it's 112 men, right? Plus 10 more. Against, hold on. All right, here we go. It's how many is that? It's 10 sons of Jacob, right? That's going to war with 102, right? So that's 112 men altogether against what? Jeshurun, king of Tabnach, and his neighbor kings, king of a land, king of Gash, to Eri, king of Shiloh, and to Parathon, king of Khazar, and to Sushi, king of Sarton, and to Laban, king of Beth-Horon, and to Shabar, king of Athnema. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's a lot of people against 112 men. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Whole lot of armies against the sons. Right? Where we at? 37. And we're going to go to chapter 37, verse 18 and 19. You ready? He say, and Yahawah hearkened to the prayer of Jacob. See, because remember when Jacob prayed to him, because the Canaanite kings of the lands, all these kings was coming against him again. So Jacob prayed to him, you know what I'm saying? He prayed to the Most High Yahawah. And that's what he finna explain now. And Yahawah hearkened to the prayer of Jacob. And Elohim impressed the hearts of the kings and their hosts with their horse, with the terror and awe of the sons of Jacob. See? So they were still scared of Israel, the sons of Jacob. Still scared of them. Because the Most High put that fear in them. See? It ain't them doing it, it's the Most High doing it. You know what I'm saying? You say, verse 19, for Yahawah caused them to hear the voice of chariots, the voice of many horses, the voice of mighty horses from the sons of Jacob, and the voice of a great army accompanying them. See? So they heard more than what was coming. See there? The Most High is awesome. They heard more than what was coming. Was that 18 and 19? Now we're going to skip again. We're going to go to verse 30. Because I can't, it's too much. It's too much. But you getting the idea of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You remember it started with Dinah. Remember that? Because they did a righteous act by getting their sister back from Shechem. And it led to all this because they destroyed that city, remember?
That's
now all
that
these is coming against them.
Where they got they story from the Trojan horse. That it started off with someone else one got kidnapped and defiled her and that, so they went to war.
Yeah,
see?
That's what they get everything from us. They steal all our stories.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But you see, all the way from Shechem, how many wars we already done went through. You know what I'm saying? And we still fight. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go to verse 30, though. Check this out. All right. Now Jasher and the kings that came against the sons of Israel, now that they in battle, right? They in battle. That's the part we missed that we skipped over, the part when I'm actually starting to go to battle. Because even though they heard the voices and all that, they still didn't retreat. They still battled anyway. They battled Israel. But they had how many men? Way more men.
Enemies, right?
Yeah, everyone coming against the sons of Jacob got way more men than Jacob got at this time. You know what I'm saying? Check this out in verse 30. And when Jasher came to fight with Judah, and while darting many arrows against Judah, Yah bounded the hand of Jasher, and all the arrows that he shot rebounded on his own men.
Damn, it's a ricochet, basically.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now, when did the Most High do that before? You remember that?
With the arrows?
Yeah.
Babel?
Yeah, the Tower of Babel. When they was trying to build the Tower of Babel to the heaven. And then they got up there and shot darts in the sky. And the Most High, he made the arrows look like it had blood on them. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it tricked them. And every time they shot them up, they'd come back down and they was killing their own men. Damn. In Babel, trying to kill God.
That's what they trying to do now, though.
And then remember the same story when they was in Babel. You know what I'm saying? And they kept trying to build anyway. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High caused confusion between them. And they start dropping the rocks on each other, killing each other.
Damn.
All that. Yeah, that's what they get, though. Trying to fight our God. What's wrong with them, man?
Stupidity.
Yeah. Now we're going to go... we see that they shot arrows in the air trying to, you know what I'm saying, kill the sons of Jacob. But the Most High, You know what I'm saying? He caused the arrows to kill their own men, you know, instead of the sons of Jacob. You see the protection that we got, though? You know what I'm saying? So how can you tell me if I trust in the Most High Yahweh, if I trust in Him, I don't care how many police at my door. You know what I'm saying? If Yahweh is for me, they could bring the U.S. Army and anybody else they want. What's going to happen? They ain't going to do nothing. The Most High, He gonna cause something to happen in their hearts to where they going to leave me alone. And they going to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? They might go to the wrong house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Most High might just, if he feel like it, He could just take their tanks and throw them in the ocean somewhere. They just won't know what happened. The tank just flew off. You know what I'm saying? You know, he got the power to do anything in my eyes. You know what I'm saying?
A being that's created, is responsible for the creation itself, the creator of all. Come on, what can't you not do? If you think, you know what I'm saying? If you think about it, come on, let's be honest. What can't you
like,
not do?
remember Abraham, they put him in the fire. You know what I'm saying? But the most High was His protection. This is the story before Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You know what I'm saying? Because that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they the ones famous for, so-called famous for putting them in the fire, and the Most High being their protection. Remember, He was the fourth body in there with protect them. Well, that happened with Abraham too. You know what I'm saying? And when Abraham, the Most High protected him, he walked out the fire. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a burning
so
bush.
you could put a gun on my forehead and pull the trigger, but the Most High could be my protection, nigga, and the bullet might hit my forehead and bounce off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It might not hit me at all. It might be a force. Because what is a force? So you might pull it, and that bullet might just go the other way. You know what I'm saying? All things is possible in the eyes of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? All things. Can't be man of little faith. We got to have real faith. We got to have real faith. We can't be playing with it. You know what I'm saying? But we at verse 48 and 49. Chapter 37, 48, 49. All right, we were just talking about the arrows that rebounded on their own men. In 48, 49, he say, and all the sons of Jacob, after having smitten the armies of the kings, returned before Judah. See? So right here we showing, you know what I'm saying, that the Most High worked His magic again. You know what I'm saying? And the sons of Jacob, what they do, they smitten the armies of the kings and returned back to Judah. And Judah was still lying, and Judah was still slaying the 8 captains of Jeshurun and stripping off their garments. See? 49. And Levi saw Elon, king of Gash, advancing towards him with his 14 captains to smite him. But Levi did not know it for certain. So Levi seen Elon and his captains approaching Judah, but he didn't know for certain. And Levi's, well, verse 50 show you that Levi, he slew Elon and his captains with the edge of the sword. You know what I'm saying? Verse 50 show you that. But we're going to go into chapter 38, verse 1. You ready? Say, and Uri, king of Shiloh, came up against Elon and approached Jacob. And when Jacob drew his bow that was at his hand, and with the arrow stuck Uri, which caused his death. See there? So Jacob caused Uri's death. See that? All right. Check this out. Verse 6. We're going to read 6 and 7. And he